Hi everyone, I'm Swathi from Indiahikes. Of late, we're noticing that many trekkers are coming very underprepared for their Himalayan treks. In fact, some of them are not preparing at all and they come on the trek, they struggle or they don't complete their treks at all. So we're noticing this more and more of late and we were wondering why this is happening. So one of the thoughts that struck us was that we've always spoken about the goodness of fitness when it comes to trekking, but we've never really given trekkers a reality check of what happens when you're not fit for a trek. So in this video, we asked some of the most experienced trek leaders at Indiahkes to share real life instances of what they have witnessed when trekkers are not fit on a trek. So here are a few of our most experienced trek leaders, slope managers who've led hundreds of treks on our Indiahkes treks, sharing some of the realities they've observed when trekkers are not fit on a trek. Take a look.
When a trekker is not prepared for the fitness, they go through a lot of things. One is, which is very prominent, is very low on confidence and self-esteem, because once we are walking and it's a group of 15-20 people and you see that everybody is walking far ahead of you and you're lagging behind, you don't feel very good about it, that you feel that somebody is torturing you, that you always question yourself that why am I doing this, why am I torturing my body. But if you are prepared, you will enjoy that process, you will love it, you will see trekking to its truest form, and that is when you'll also think that why didn't I do it before. So the thought process changes a lot, and what you question your own self also changes a lot.
When trekkers are not very fit on the trek, they would miss out firstly on rest, which is very important, and if you're not fit, you need to rest even more to catch your breath. But let's say you're not fit and you're walking at the end of the line. By the time the initial group of the trekkers take rest, it only takes that time to cover up. And by the time you cover up, they've already started moving. So the entire journey goes about in you just trying to cover up the distance, where you are only racing ahead through the forest. And I don't feel that anyone should come to a mountain to trek just to race. The real beauty, the real essence of trekking is to enjoy the surroundings, to enjoy the serenity of the mountains. And to do that, you have to be calm and peaceful. You can't always be catching up to someone else.
You imagine a person, a trekker has come from their cities, they have taken these 4-6 days of leave from their work, and once in a year they are going to do something like this, which is extremely beautiful. It's something which is going to change their lives. But when they actually come there unprepared, what they go back with is a lot of pain and probably a decrease in their confidence level, probably because also they feel that they can't do what they thought that they could, and that happens only because they are underprepared for the trek.
There is a direct correlation between not being fit and being more susceptible to hydration sickness, simply because of the fact that exhaustion plays a role. And since you're less fit, exhaustion is more possible in your case as compared to somebody who's fitter. So treks like Rupin Pass, Buran Ghati, Sandakphu, Goechala have long days of trekking. Each day you're walking for 7-8 hours easily, walking about 10-12 kilometers and actually ascending and descending a lot on this trek. So these days, when accumulate, take a toll on your body, and by the 3rd or 4th day you can actually see the people actually getting worn out, and those people who are not on the more fit side of lifestyle, you can see the exhaustion actually taking place on their face. You can tell by their body language, their face, that they're really exhausted. And I have so many cases of people actually showing the symptoms of acute mountain sickness once they have gone through the highest point of the trek. They are on the 4th or 5th day of the trek, maybe just 2 more days are remaining for the trek, but now they have fallen sick. That is when the body has given up. So yes, there is a direct correlation between not being fit and being more susceptible to hydration sickness, simply because of the fact that exhaustion plays a role. And since you're less fit, exhaustion is more possible in your case as compared to somebody who's fitter.
Trek is a sport, right? And what happens to people who play football and they are not fit for it, or people who play cricket or basketball when they are not physically ready? Well, it's injury. And the problem of injury here, very different from other sports, is because here you will get injured in the wilderness, which is far off from any network area, or maybe sometimes away from a city or a dispensary or a hospital. Even though the trek leaders are wilderness first responders, they are trained to tackle all of this, and this entire situation can be contained. But what happens is your entire experience gets ruined because you did not put in effort and time into getting ready for fitness.
Trekking is not just going from one point to the another. Eventually you will reach your next campsite, but the journey matters more than the destination, and only if you are fit and if you are prepared, that is when you will enjoy that journey. And after the end of the trek, you will go back with a lot of learnings and memories and something that you would have discovered about your own self. So it only happens if you are trek ready.